Meltdown of the weekend, or should we say meltdown of the year? Natalie Decker has a big old meltdown during the Truck Series race at Dover. She got handed a penalty and then handed it another penalty for the same thing. And that pretty much Sharon goes over the decade. We can move on to uh, the meltdown of the weekend, or should we say meltdown of the year? Natalie Decker has a big old meltdown during the Truck Series race at Dover. She got handed a penalty and then handed it another penalty for the same thing. And that pretty much Sharon goes over the decade. um, man, you know.
No, not of the decade. There's a guy who has a meltdown every week that he puts a helmet on.
Oh, Hubba Bubba.
Ryan Blaney. And what about Kurt Busch's meltdowns? I mean, we're really giving this girl a hard time. Y'all realize that, right? We're picking on her. I know y'all don't expect me to say that, but we're picking on her. We had to talk about it because it's worth talking about. But the way the media has portrayed her has been, this obviously she had a mental breakdown. Would we be talking about this if it was an athlete? Would we be talking in this regard if it was an athlete, say a ball player for the Chicago Bulls?
I don't know. Didn't we kind of, in somewhat the same when Simone, the gymnast, had her meltdown and quit on the Olympics or whatever? Did we
Right.
kind of have the same reaction?
Yeah. I think there was a lot of us that were understanding of that. I think there was a whole nother side to it too that persecuted her. I think there is two sides to it. There's those who say, okay, wait a minute, I've had a bad day before and it all got put out publicly. And then there's those that are super critical, and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened.
I think I don't know. I've had a lot of thought about this because we've had her on the show many times, all different shows on this network.
Right.
And so we've had a chance to kind of get to know her. I pull for her when I watch the races. I don't know. I follow her on social media. I'm not into the day in the life of, and watch some of the stupid stuff. But that she's got a following, and they watch her. I don't know, especially the males. If it's got to do if they got an actual interest or the additions she made to her body that draws the guys in. I don't know. I think that she broke down. I think she made a couple of mistakes on the track, and there's so much pressure because she is a female, and because they see that there's that money there for someone that's never done anything, and so there's a lot of pressure to perform after having a kid and her husband being in racing as well. Like there's just a lot of pressure, and right out the gate you make these mistakes and you put yourself and your team in this hole that you weren't getting out of no matter what for the day because you're not in top equipment. So your day is pretty much shot, and now you're turning lap after lap, just eating you alive. And
Right.
so I think she hit that point. Like I just think it was the pressure and the mistake, and knowing that no matter what at that point she was going to be run through every social media, everything, no matter what. Even she didn't have the breakdown. That's what everybody was going to talk about, no matter what. And she knew that, and she talked about the that she's going to hear about it on social media. And I know she was more talking about the breakdown, the meltdown, but it was going to be any of it anyway.
Right.
And I
She
think
was self
that,
aware.
yeah, and I just think that it just all built up to. I just can't like. I try to be more sympathetic to this whole panic attack things because I don't know. Growing up, that just wasn't a thing. Now it is, and My wife has them, and I have to be understanding of it, even though I don't understand it. Like, I don't know, people just get so overworked on things
I
to
love
me
that,
that,
though. That's true.
and I think that's kind of what she was having. And someone like me, I had to be understanding because my wife makes me understanding. But as a typical male, especially, you don't understand what other than it just looked like a complete meltdown. And I think it was just a panic attack. Like everything just built up. She worked herself up in that car, and she's stuck in that car, and you can't hardly move in that car. And I'm sure she just wanted out. And that's but I get where a lot of the fans talk about, you quit your sponsors. Like, I get all the other side of it, but I just think ultimately it was just everything built up, and she just ate her up.
Looking for the ultimate way to represent your team? Welcome to the 110 Sports and Collectibles Company. We are a veteran-owned business that takes pride in bringing the best in officially licensed merchandise. From the NFL and MLB to the NBA and college sports, we've got your fan cave covered. Visit us at any of our 4 locations. Find us in Monroe, West Milton, Hocking Hills, and Lancaster, Ohio. Can't make it in? Shop our full collection online at the 110 Sports and Collectibles Company. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. There is only one nation, the 110 Nation.